A neural network has hundreds of layers and billion connections, and right now, mathematically, it is exactly as powerful as a single straight line. It can't recognize a face, it can't understand sentences, it can't do anything useful at all. But one tiny function fixes all of that, and it's so simple you could explain it to your child in 10 seconds. But without it, the entire field of deep learning does not exist at all. Last time, we built a neural network from the ground up. Neurons taking in inputs, multiplying by weights, and adding them up and passing the result forward. And I left you with a cliffhanger. There's a missing piece, and without it, the whole structure collapses. Today, we fix that. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what an activation function is, why a network literally cannot learn without one, and why the most popular one in the world is almost laughably simple. And you'll finally understand a word you've seen 1,000 times: non-linearity. You'll understand it so well enough that you'll be able to explain it to anyone. So let's start with the problem because you can't appreciate the fix until you feel the problem. Here's what a neuron does stripped down. It multiplies its inputs by weights and adds them up. Multiply and add. That's a straight line operation, and mathematicians call it linearity. Now, here's a trap, and it's a beautiful, subtle one. What happens when you stack linear operations on top of each other? You'd hope that stacking 100 of them gives you something 100 times more powerful. Unfortunately, it doesn't. When you combine straight line operations, you just get another straight line. Stack 1,000 of them, 10,000, a million, doesn't matter at all. The result is always still one straight line's worth of power. All that depth, all those layers mathematically collapse down to something you could have drawn with a ruler. So here's an idea that breaks people's brain a little. A neural network with a billion parameters without that one specific trick can only draw straight lines. And let me show you why that's a disaster. Think about the shape of real data. You're trying to predict house prices from size. Small houses are cheap, big houses are expensive, but it's not a perfectly straight relationship. It curves, it flattens out at the top, real patterns bend a little. Now think about recognizing a face or understanding a sentence or spotting fraud. None of those are straight lines. They're wild, complicated, curving shapes in a space with 1,000 dimensions. And a plain neural network, no matter how enormous, can only draw one straight line through all of it. It's like trying to trace the outline of a human face using a single unbendable metal ruler. You will always fail because the tool physically cannot make the shapes the problem requires. And that's the ceiling. It doesn't matter how many layers or neurons or GPUs you put, straight lines stacked on straight lines stay straight. More of the wrong tool is still the wrong tool. So the entire game of deep learning comes down to one question: how do we let a network bend? The answer is the activation function. And here's the whole idea in one sentence. After each neuron does its multiply and add, we pass the result through a small function that adds a bend. That bend has a fancy name: non-linearity. But don't let that word scare you. Non-linear just means not a straight line. And that's it. An activation function is anything that isn't straight, dropped in after each neuron so the network can finally curve. And here's the magic. Once each neuron can add even a tiny bend, stacking them stops being pointless. A bend on top of a bend on top of a bend can trace almost any shape you want. Two bends make a corner, a handful make a curve, thousands stacked in layers can wrap around the impossibly complex shape of human language or a photograph. The straitjacket finally comes off. So, what does one of these bend functions actually look like? You might imagine something with heavy math. Let me show you one that runs inside most of modern AI, and I promise you're going to laugh. It's called ReLU, a fancy name which stands for Rectified Linear Unit, which sounds like a car part. Ignore the name. Here is the entire function, the whole rule in plain English. If the number is negative, turn it into zero. If the number is positive, leave it exactly as it is. That's it. That's the whole thing. Negative becomes zero, positive stays. You could do this in your head all day. Minus 5 becomes 0, minus 100, 0. Positive 3 stays 3. It's the simplest rule imaginable, and that single elbow shaped bend, where the flat part meets the rising part, is enough. That corner is a nonlinearity. Repeat it across millions of neurons, and the network gains the power to bend around any shape it needs. Now, you might be wondering why 0? Why is it throwing away all the negatives such a good idea? Think back to episode 7, the pizza neuron. A neuron adds up its weighted input into a score, and that score decides whether it should fire. ReLU is that decision made concrete. A negative score means the evidence says no, stay quiet. So the neuron outputs 0. It becomes silent. A positive score means yes, there's a single signal here, pass it on. So the neuron speaks up and passes its value forward. So at any moment, only some of the neurons are firing, the ones that found something relevant. The rest go quiet. This makes the network efficient and focused. Different neurons wake up for different inputs. A neuron that lights up for cat ears stays dark when it sees a car. ReLU isn't just adding a bend, it's letting each neuron choose when to stay silent. And that's the thing that turned deep learning from a stalled research idea into the technology running the world. For years, people used older, more complicated bend functions that were really slow and caused training to grind to halt. Then the field embraced this dead simple negative becomes zero rule, and suddenly networks trained faster and went deeper than anyone thought possible. A huge leap powered by the most boring function you'll ever see. Now, ReLU isn't the only one, and I want you to know the landscape because you'll bump into these names constantly. There's Sigmoid, an old favorite that gently squashes any number into a value between 0 and 1. Great when you want a probability like 80% likely to be a spam. Its cousin, Softmax, does the exact same across many options, turning a network's raw score into clean percentages that add up to 100. That's what's happening when a model says 70% cat or 25% dog or 5% bird. And there are modern tweaks on ReLU with names like Leaky ReLU and GELU that fix small quirks, and one of them is quietly running inside the large language models you use every day. But don't get lost in the zoo of names. They're all doing the exact same job, adding a bend, so the network can escape the prison of straight line. Learn the idea, and every one of these becomes a footnote. So let's bring it home, shall we? You came in looking at a 100-layer neural network that was secretly as dumb as a ruler. Now you know precisely why it could only stack straight lines and precisely what fixes it. A tiny function dropped in after each neuron that adds a bend. So, quick recap, the whole thing in 5 lines. A neuron only multiplies and adds. That's a straight line operation. Stack straight lines and you still get a straight line, so depth alone is quite useless. An activation function adds a bend, a non-linearity after each neuron. Bends stacked on bends can trace almost any shape, which is where a network's real power comes from. And the most popular one, ReLU, is almost absurdly simple. Negative becomes zero, positive stays. And that's it. The tiniest idea in the whole series, holding up the entire thing. Here's your one next step. Next time you read about any AI model, any paper, any tutorial, any headline, look for the activation function. When you spot ReLU or GLU buried in the details, you know that it's not some deep mystery. It's just a little bend that lets the whole network curve. Seeing the simple idea hiding inside the intimidating word, that's what actually understanding this feels like. And now you've got the complete neural network in your head. Neurons, weights, layers, learning, and the activation that makes it all bend. So next time, we stop drawing diagrams entirely and open a code editor. We build this exact network from scratch in Python line by line and watch it learn with our own eyes. If this made activation functions finally click, subscribe. It genuinely helps the channel more than you think. I'll see you in the next one. God bless.